Hey, slander.
Disgusting.
Lipstick. Cream.
So she said to me,
Camphorated oil.
Rinse and set.
double cream.
Disgusting.
I don't know, I'm sure.
Not
What
forgetting
else can I
to
expect at my age?
I don't know. I really don't know.
It's the knee, you know. It locks. Rigid. In the most awkward places. But one hesitates to ask a Boy Scout for assistance. Even supposing a Boy Scout happened to be happy. And the chances of one having a first aid badge are astronomically against. What use is woodcraft when dealing with a knock kneecap? It's the cap that's the problem. The cap. This. The line in words. Lubrication helps from time to time. Embrocation. Rubbed in with vigour. But come on, ask a Boy Scout to embrocate with vigour. After the home help refused. Table legs, yes! Upper legs, no! She advised an elastic bandage. Only the angels know what a comfort my elastic bandage has been, she told me. But when a knee locks, it locks. There's no permanent relief short of amputation. One hesitates to have one's knees removed. There's nothing but the rest of the leg to hold on to without the knee. Who sacrificed half the leg to a long kneecap? Not that there's much to lose. Corns, bunions, ingrown toenails, fallen arches. Legs are a troll from one end to the other. Yet one hangs onto them. Sentimental reasons. They have supported one. Except for when the knee locks.
Have to put me down on the nose.
Organisation. That's what's lacking. I'll organise them.
Gravy is most important.
Oh, indeed. Never backbrush too hard.
Dark brown and smooth it should be.
That's what I always tell them. There's no use in spending a small fortune on a permanent if you thrush it all out again.
Exactly. How can you just get into the gravy? Criminal carelessness.
Not that a permanent should ever be too perfect.
Indeed, there is no excuse for lumps.
This year's fashion is next year's old hat. But I have such fun hair.
Even in times of economic stress, my gravy was Mine is like spun gossip. Speaking as a consumer.
What happens tomorrow?
A gravy user.
With gossip.
Gravy.
What there is of it?
I was never given to opinions.
No use coming to me with your tales, I told her. I'm not one of your lines of communication. I really don't know where she gets them. Though I have seen her myself with an ear to the bedroom wall. Don't ask me how, because I've never been one to diverge sorts of information. A secret with me is as safe as the graveyard. Not like sometimes. And we've seen them with their telescopes and their periscopes. To speak of gyroscopes, microscopes and thermometers. We know who conveys those tasty tidbits from keyhole to keyhole. Well, don't look at me. I'm not one of your talkers. You won't catch me hanging around the cooked meat counter. I keep myself to myself, which is the safest place to be when all's said and done. Honi soit qui mal y pense. You've heard that one before. I come up with it all the time. It's from the French. Not that I'm given to the French, like some people. It's in her blood. You can tell by the way she carries on. I could tell you a tale. I know.
Don't ask me, please.
Sweetie, where am I, sweetie?
Surely it must be tea time. Where's the muffins and the crumpets? Where's the thin cut bread and butter? Where are the muffins and the crumpets? Where's the tea?
Wall wrapping, that's the only answer. Lying if you look at it from a honest point of view. Why should we cost out pipes but neglect up torsos? Medicated wall, that's the answer. You answered it.
I've been experimenting underwater shades. Coral and then youthful tints. Far too youthful to be left near you. Pearl, coral. I can see something. Has anybody noticed? It's only one left.
That's a fact. I heard it myself. Makes you think, doesn't it? All those years and only one left. The rot must be stopped. That's what a dentist does with a decaying tooth. He stops it. This is a decaying society. It must be stopped before the rot spreads.
Oh, this is all so unsettling. I seem to stay asleep for more than 2 seconds when even the barometer goes up and down like clockwork. How can anyone be sure of anything when everything is always changing? Tea cakes. Cream buns, puff paste, peas.
Warm and warmest. Wrap up. Avoid drafts. Keep warm.
Beauty forever. Health and beauty. Home and beauty. Sleep.
Not too much. Not too much.
Sleep.
Did you ever do it?
Stop. Out with it. Away with it. Stop.
Not again.
Here am I, sweetie. How am I, sweetie?
It's the uncertainty that bothers me. If only I could be sure of anything. But I'm not. One day, I think one way, and the next, I think another.
because you're a permanently floating voter.
Am I really? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Sex and violence. You've seen it, haven't you? Even in comics. I've made a study of comics. Lurid with lust and bad jokes. It's a problem.
But in such safe hands.
The censor. That's what we need. Bring back the censor. Have you been inoculated against rabies?
Against everything.
How wise. Have you heard?
Whisper. Incredible.
Nothing but the truth.
Have you noticed?
Beautiful.
I think so too.
And I have something for my pet. Guzzle.
A macaroon. I was just thinking about a macaroon. I'll keep it always to remind me of you.
Listen, you have a new playmate. You will be kind to her, won't you?
It's the light. Not the kindest to my complexion.
I know you will. You'll have to be specially understanding, because she is a wild one. Her little ways may not be your little ways, but I know you'll be understanding.
I wonder if it isn't all in the mind.
Remember when I first introduced our little twitting?
I would if I could, but
You made her at home almost at once.
why is it impossible to get old-fashioned tripe and onions?
So I know you'll all do your best for our wild one.
I've heard. I'm passing nothing on, you understand? But I've heard.
I know, my sweeties. Just a minute while I fetch your new companion. Isn't this exciting?
Wiles. Wiles. The magistrates aren't fair enough. They're with caution instead of cat.
Things are aggressively expensive. Rice, strawberries. Are they because they're luxuries? Are they expensive because they're luxuries, or are they luxuries because they're expensive?
This way, my sweet.
Wiles.
Rice,
Paper.
hat, stand aside.
So, this is my prison,
Your home.
my cage.
We don't use that word. Look, everyone. Here is your new friend. You'll be happy here.
Is that an order?
I know you'll be happy here.
I was happy there.
You would have died. You have enemies out there. Predators whose first impulse is to tear you to pieces.
And what happens to me here?
You'll be looked after, protected. I'm your friend.
First rule of any prisoner, make sure the jailer is a friend.
Please don't be unhappy.
Are these happy?
They are contented.
A different word. For luxury, apathy, for bolts, resignation. And the bars are called contentment. I warn you, I shall escape.
And I warned you, do be a sensible creature. You'll soon settle down, won't she, my sweetie? All so cozy.
I won't call you mistress.
It isn't compulsory.
I won't perform for you.
You amuse me, just as you are.
I don't sing or dance or make jokes. I'm not pretty and I'm not loving. Why have you brought me here?
Perhaps I feel sorry for you.
Charity. That's a great luxury, I put you for it.
That's up to you, my pet. Your frost can never kill my satisfaction.
Leave me then. If you won't release me, leave me.
I always try to do what is best for my sweeties. I'm sorry, I have to lock the door. It's for the best, for all of you.
Sorry. I hope I didn't upset you. These performances must be disturbing. I'm in full control of myself now. I'm sorry if I behaved stupidly. I'm not used to walls and ceilings and doors with locks. I have to make myself known. Come on from on high. I'm your new cage companion. Shall we get acquainted? I may not be here for long. I shouldn't be here at all. I was given no choice. There has been a miscarriage of justice. You probably know about that. After all, you're here yourselves. What happened when you were first put here? Did you go into a cataleptic trance? Did you go off your pet food? Did you squeal with your heels in the air? Or did you sing sweetly from the minute the door slammed? Huh? Sorry. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be here. I know I shouldn't be here. What can I do? Up the revolution! Votes for women!
Take me to your leader.
I'm sorry. You were here first. You call the tune. You choose your own time. I don't understand your rules. I don't know any rules. Check, I know one. There should be no cages. But here we are in a cage. And what good is the rest of the rule book if the first rule is broken? Sorry. I expect you'll be hearing that a lot. As long as I'm here. As long as... So you are content, aren't you?
No.
That's better. At least one of you knows I'm here.
I shouldn't be asked. I'm not ready to give an opinion.
What about the rest? I'm trying to understand you. You!
Why is something pig suddenly out of fashion?
Why
There is no delicacy quite like a roast suckling pig. Some people object and say that they look like a roast baby in a dish, but I've never seen a roast baby, so I wouldn't know. I have seen a roast suckling pig.
No.
At first sight.
You did say...
I hope no one roasts babies.
But too many long-haired louts about. Do you think that...
And short-haired sex fiends.
Stiff prison sentences. They're the only answer. You can't mean that.
And hanging, of course. They should never have done away with the gibbet.
It all began with an ache in the little finger, but it was neglected. It spread. At last she fell down the steps of St. Paul's and died on the spot. Broken neck. You are not talking to me, are you? Never neglect a little finger. Not one of you is talking to me!
Personally, I think there's a lot to be said for cerulean blue over the eyelids.
Not one!
You won't let it go any further, will you? After all, a confidence is a confidence.
Not one! Don't understand. I mean, you're not just mechanical things that operate when the penny drops.
I have a cookery book beside my bedside. That way I'm sure to dream of food. Not the same hungry dog every night, of course. Even a dream banquet grows tedious without variety. Smoked salmon repeated often enough would become a bore. Imagine smoked salmon becoming a nightmare. That is a nightmare.
What does that mean? You're using words, but I don't understand.
It's the stomach, for want of a better word. Upheavals even after biscuits, bile coming up again. Only a sufferer knows what I suffer.
I'm trying to understand you, but
I was nowhere near at the time of the accident. But I can put two and two together if the cat flies.
never laugh and never frown. That's the way to avoid wrinkles. Please, I'm trying to evaluate the situation.
A petition. That's the only answer. Come to me if you need signatures.
All right, let me try to put myself in your place.
seat because you're not alive. You can't be alive because if you were, you'd be charging at that door with me this very minute, all shoulders together. Pow, down, boom, crash! But there you sit! I have no right. I have the right to stand dust. And the wild one who doesn't belong. Ignore her. You'll have to ignore her. Because if you didn't, you'd either have to break out or break down. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. But it's an accepted figure of speech. I'm sorry. But if you don't like me, you'll have to do the other thing. I'm sorry. But I'm the wild one and the cage hasn't been built for cattle on me. That wasn't the way. I'd rather not say. I said hello. I never give an opinion.
That's trying to be friendly.
I don't even vote. I wouldn't make you do anything you didn't want to do. Not even say hello. I'm not responsible. I might try to persuade you, but that's different. Anyone is open to persuasion. Anyone who listens.
I haven't made up my mind.
And you are listening.
I am not listening.
Hooray! Someone's listening!
You must ask someone else.
You may pretend, but you can't help yourself.
Questions confuse me.
I'm sorry to pick on you because you're so easily frightened, but a beginning has to be made somewhere.
It's only answers to the simplest question.
I'm sorry to pick on you because it makes me feel such a bully.
No answer.
But listen.
Go away.
Listen to me. I only want to talk to you about out there.
Return to sender.
Did you remember out there?
I can't.
Were you ever out there? Out there. When the wind blows and the sun shines. Where heat, light, and air have nothing to do with electric lamps, air conditioning. Do you remember the thing? It tickles and it buffets. It sighs and it roars. It swoops suddenly from the north, tearing trees in its path. Then, just as suddenly, changes into a whisper from the south, rustling through the grass. That's the wind. Can you live without it? Of course you can. As long as you can forget about it.
I won't.
I'm reminding you again, I don't want to hurt you. But does it hurt so much to remember? Do you remember the clouds? Little white puffs against a wash of blue. Great grey mountains piling up until they crash in thunder. Fiery streamers of golden flame blazing
You must remember! Remember the winter, yes, even the frost, when every pool became a mirror and every spray a crystal cluster, when the earth sat rock hard each day with a test with bare life for prize at the end, when the owls hooted at the frozen moon, the hawks plummeted down to thin air, yes, remember even hunger and death. Can you remember that and be content with this? No! Remember? No! Please! Don't you want to escape? Not even into memories. Please unwind. I'm trying to help. I want to set you free.
Why did I fail? Am I too articulate? Should I have limited my words, scaled down my imagination to your mind? I can't! I would if I could because I want to reach you, but I can't! I can't. You're all out of reach. What's this? A delegation? An investigation? A confrontation? But you're all together, shoulder to shoulder. What wrought this miracle? Could it have been me? You're looking at me. You can see me. I exist. I cause a reaction, therefore I exist. Is this a breakthrough? Glory be, it's a breakthrough! We're communicating! And the next move. Come on now. Make the most of our newfound togetherness. Who's for tennis? Will you all join me? A crusade, anyone? Shall we form up behind the banner, singing out the battle cry of freedom? Shall we shout down the walls of Jericho? I'm jumping the gun, aren't I? I'm pushing my luck, I'm running before I can walk. Am I going too far? Yes, I am. And I'm going farther. I'll lead you all into the promised land. Yes, even you. You're coming with me. We'll spend a wild time together. See that door? We're going through it. It's only a door. An artifact of metal and wood, that thing. I'm alive. I can think. A door can't think. So all the advantages are on my side. There's a way through. There's always a way through. Through or under or around. Where there's a door, there's a way out.
I always thought that apple pie should be served with cinnamon.
Cinnamon's good for colds and other infections. Ask any doctor.
The doctor, my word, he could tell you. Yes, he knows how many they sleep to a bed.
A bedtime face back, I swear by.
That profanity should be stopped. Who knows where it may end? It should be stopped.
Why should we stop?
I know what I know.
I know this lock. It can't be open. I need a hairpin. Who has a hairpin? Hairpin! I have Papa and a mirror. You.
Don't say I told you.
You then. They're no good for pains in the chest. You. What are you?
Cheesecake. It has been such a long time since I've tasted real cheesecake.
All I need is a hairpin. A piece of bent wire. A hairpin. Thank you.
I don't know. I can remember my school day meals.
It all starts with in the chest.
Oh, I'm no fool to say anything.
They rise the head of her babes, and they're sitting something else. It is a torture, and not if I can carpets. Take a bed with the clothes on, please. We know I'm consuming in my hand, so I said, we are half the time that behaves. Let us in peace now depart. I promise it can be done. Any door can be opened, any prison can be broken. We can go now, follow me. Come on. There's no time to waste. She'll soon be back to her, sweeties. The cage must be empty by then. Hurry. Don't you understand? You're free. Once through that door, there's nothing between you and the stars. Why are you holding back? Look! No door! I'm giving you your freedom. Why aren't you taking it? Are you waiting for an official proclamation? Can't you realize? Here's the gateway to the universe. Waiting for the idea to sink in. Waiting is a luxury we can't afford. Soon the damage is going to be discovered. Goodbye to simple arcs after that. Tomorrow there'll be bars and bolts, balls and chains, portcullis and drawbridges. It's now or never. We must move. Move! Why won't you move? Is the prospect of liberty too much for you? Or are you just afraid? You are. You are. I'm offering the world. And you're afraid to take it. I see. Then I'll go without you. You don't deserve a second thought. Chocolate pudding with rum sauce. A touch of lavender water. Epsom salts. Ask no question. There. What did I say? I can't leave you. No more than I could abandon you to a sinking ship or burning house. You're in danger here. You'll die. Yes, it's a comfortable death. Like being smothered with rose petals, but death is death however it comes. I'm telling you, you'll die here. The worst kind of death, where the spirit dies first and the husk goes on clacking after. There are parasites that eat their victims from within until nothing is left but the outer skin. All that remains is a peril in your life. Do you want that to happen to you? You are not dead yet, but you are sick. 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 There's hope for you out there. You'll recover in the fresh air. Come with me. Please. Please. I'm asking you, I'm pleading, please. Please, please. Why? Why do I have a conscience? I could have been miles away by now in safety. All right. All right, if not all at once, then one at a time. You, come with me. Come with me! Come with me now! My God! What it takes now, I can't put a foot to the ground. The muscles not. Can't move an inch. If I were drowning, I'd have to stay put. I could weep for you. There's nothing to fear out there. Nothing to fear. Don't talk to me about Irish stew. Nothing to hurt you. Welsh rarebit. I risked everything to come back for you. Scotch broth night. Come with me. Frankfurters, hamburgers. If I'm caught, I'll be locked away again, and I can't live away from wild things. French mustard. Just as far as the door. Just to glimpse the free world outside. To sniff the unpolluted air. Taste the wild honey. Honey? Out there, the fruit drops in your hand from the trees. Fruit, apples, pears, plums and cherries and green leaves, fresh washed with dew. Greens. The earth and its abundance is waiting for you. This way. This way. What am I doing here? You are not worth saving! Too much! Too many! Too far. You could stretch out your wings and fly. But you cling to your cage. Why? Why? Why?
Naturally, as I said to her, knowing where that story came from. Who would feed us out there? A likely tale, as I told her at the time. Who would clothe us and change our bath water? As if I hadn't known the whole family from cradle on, as if she didn't know. Who would protect and shelter us out there?
Out there, you can take care of yourselves. Come and go as you please. This is a prison.
Our prison. Ours. Ours. If this is a prison, It is well kept and clean.
A prison is a prison. All prisons should be destroyed, all cages broken open.
This is what we are used to. This is our home. Ours.
That's only what a cage has done to you. You'll see a different soul when you're over the fields and under the sky.
This is our home.
You will sing differently.
We shall stay.
No! I'll take you from this place if I have to burn it down. I'll march you off to freedom or die in the attempt.
Die.
Who opened the door?
Too late. She's coming back. She's come back. But she's not important. She can die. There's a second of us to one of her. And I open the door for you. Kill her and you'll all be free. Kill her. Kill her and follow me! Kill her and destroy the cage!
Who opened the door?
There's too much Barnetts in the newspapers these days.
What have you done?
White sauce covers a multitude of sins.
Why, steady on, girl. It's my breathing, you know. Congestion.
I told them straight. That's their story, I said. I know nothing. Nothing at all.
Silly sweeties, couldn't you understand her song? Poor little wild one, we'll bury you in the garden. Will you be happy there? Leave her alone while I fetch help to take her away. A pity. Given time, I'm sure she'd have grown to love her cage as much as you do. Such a pity.
I don't know. I really don't know. Everything seems to happen so suddenly these days. So confusing. If only I could make up my mind. Destroy the cage, she said. There's nothing for you to fear out there. There's hope for you out there. Come with me, she said. This way. This way. Any door can be opened, she said. I'm offering you the world. And you're too afraid to take it. Out there, where the wind blows and the sun shines. Do you remember the cloud? How can you remember that? stretch out your wings and fly.